my channel. Today we have, I don't know what number, but an update for my project pan. I am a bit late. I tend to say that all the time, but I'm here. So the next one will definitely be maybe 2 or 3 weeks. It's going to be short, but that's okay because I have been really, it just means that this progress is bigger than normal. So we're just going to get right into it, but I have all makeup and a perfume. So if you're interested in that, stick around. First thing is probably my worst update. The models prefer mineral finishing veil. I always say this, but this one is casually finishing. I'm not too focused on it. I'm actually adding, spoiler alert, finished a powder, adding another powder in. This is a finishing powder, so I don't use it all the time. And in winter, which is right now in Australia, I don't use the double powder. Like, I wouldn't use this as a second round of powder as much because I am noticing I'm a little bit drier right now. So there is no update with that. We are at exactly the same weight of 78.2 grams. Next we have my MCO Beauty Brow Highlight. So I've finished the brow pencil and here is the brow highlight. I tend to use it in my inner corner, which I have today. Pretty much everything on my face is project pan today. Here's my update. It's pretty consistent throughout the month. Just here. And we're looking at about, actually this was a bit bigger, so probably more than 1 millimeter, just over 1 millimeter of usage. So that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. My Kind Collective Brow Gel. There's no writing on it, but I use this every day. I feel like I want to call it. I just feel like there's no, oh, there is product. Okay. It's really hard to tell because it's a clear brow gel, but it's definitely towards the end, but I'm really having to like go like that. So yes, I'll keep it in, but I do anticipate for this to be done by next update because I do use it every day and it is a small amount. So this was 12.1 grams last update, now we're at 11.59. So about half a gram gone in this tiny little product. Then I have my Sigma Eye Base, which is in the shade Persuade. It's almost rubbed off. I use this so much. I use this as an actual eyeshadow because it's a beautiful tone. I'm wearing a different one today, which I'll show you. But it's just a perfect, if I don't want eyeshadow, this gives me that kind of nude, even tone on my eyes. I don't even use it as an eye base. I use it as a shadow stick and I love it. And this is what we have left. So not a huge amount, but obviously you don't use a lot. So that'll still last me a long time. My update is about 2 millimeters and that's consistent. Oh, hold on. No, it's about 1 millimeter. Just here. I was looking at the wrong one. This one here. So it's pretty consistent. 1 millimeter each month. My Charlotte Tilbury lip liner, we're smashing through it. She's getting smaller and smaller, but I'm okay with that because I love using it. So it's a product that I do actually want to use. And the update here is half a centimeter, roughly, I don't know, 3/4 of a centimeter. Just this one here. So that's kind of where we're at each month. It's pretty consistent. I use it on the daily. I'm not wearing any lip liner right now though, shall we? I'm going in blind. It's not bad. It's not great. Okay, next we have Nars Starwoman. I didn't even know where this was. I had this in my handbag because I did wear it to work one day. And it's just the little tiny product that never ends. I've gotten my money's, well, I actually got this free when I was back in the day a Beauty Loop, Mecca Beauty Loop member. Before you used to get really good things, this was one of the best things that I got. I'm telling you, if you were a Beauty Loop member 5 years ago, and more, this was considered good. It was usually just a couple of sachets and maybe a little 2 mil, and that was it. And I used to get so excited over that. Now you're getting like 4 products and people are still complaining. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Look, I understand. We're not going to go into that. We're not going to go into that. We're not talking about that. But I was very excited when I got this. So that means this is like 5 years old. In my defense, it's still very good. And I don't care what you have to say. I used expired makeup and I think it's fine. I leave it in good condition. So this was 18.32 last update. Now we're at 18.28. So I think I probably use this twice. Next we have the Ulta 3 blush stick. I'm going ham on this. So this is at level now. It used to have a full dome and now we're at level. So I've used quite a bit and I'm wearing this today. I'm wearing 2 blushes today. I put this on first and I put some setting powder over the top and it disappeared a little bit. Then I went in with a second blush. So I'll show you what that is. But I do wear this when I'm wearing no powder and as my everyday stick blends out really easily. And it is a dupe for the Nars Orgasm blush stick. The visual progress on that is about 1 millimeter every month. So it's going to take me till the end of the year to finish it, but that's what we have left. And I would say at the end of the year, I'm hoping to have this finished by the end of the year because I use it regularly and using it regularly is about 1 millimeter a month. Next is my Milk Bronze Stick. Same situation, about 1 millimeter every month. It's very consistently the same because I tend to wear these 2 together. So this is my bronzer today. I have no other bronzer but this one. And I use this on a daily basis as well. And this is just the one below it. So it's actually, I've got longer to go with the same amount of progress. So this I'm thinking I will not finish in the year is my guess because it is that little bit longer. Next we have my RMS Concealer. She's smashing this one. So last update we had a weigh-in of 32.64. Now we have 31.37. That is over a gram, guys. Over a gram. I'm getting to a point now where it's really getting thinner. So I'm actually getting my spatula and scooping a little bit out at a time, putting it at the back of my hand, warming it up, and then applying it with my finger. I'm finding that a really good way to use it because before I was going straight in. But now I'm feeling like I'm really having to like scoop with my finger. So I thought, what's the point? I'll just take a bit out with my spatula, warm it up. And I tend to use this in the center of my face. So I'm wearing a skin tint today. And then I'll use this as my concealer in the center of my face. Sometimes I use it as just my foundation. Sometimes I use it as just my concealer. And sometimes I use it just for the center of my face. It's a very multi-purpose product in that sense. So you can kind of see that I'm really just scraping a little bit out at a time. And I think that's going to speed up the process. And it's because I'm in winter and this gets a little bit harder in winter. I think it's a coconut oil based product, which I don't feel like it is, but I do notice that in winter it's harder in texture. So having it warmed up on the back of my hand is very helpful. And I'm pretty confident I'll be able to finish this in, I'm hoping 2 months. That's what I'm hoping because I've had this product for too long. It's even got the old packaging and I want to finish it. I love it, but I do want to finish it. Next I have my by Beauty Bay Oil Control Priming Mist. I said I was going to finish this and I didn't. I think the main reason is I'm not really searching for mattifying too much anymore during winter time. I even noticed today my foundation went on a little bit dry. Can you believe it, guys? I think I've got very seasonal skin, very seasonal. Like in summer, dripping in oil. Right now, I've got no oils. I'm feeling good. So I don't know. Anyway, I have not finished this, but I have greatly reduced it. So last update was 78.95 grams. Now we're at 60.91. And if I had to guess, I feel like it's around here. It's pretty low. I feel like it's around here. I'll be shocked if this is not done by next update. I will be shocked and disappointed in myself. Hourglass lipstick. So this has only been in for 2 months. This is relatively new. And it's a very summery shade. I have been wearing it though. I do have an update, but that's what we got left. This is the shade No One Knows. I think it's discontinued. I don't know. No one knows. So I do really like it, but it's very warm. So I usually use my Charlotte Tilbury lip liner and I'll dab this because it's very heavily pigmented, this little baby lipstick. So if you do too much, it can look a little, I don't know, a little jarring. So I do use this quite lightly, but I do have an update, which tells me, and with lipsticks, you can easily have no update if you only use it once or twice. But that tells me that I have used it. I know I have used it, but I just don't wear it every day. But we've got about a whole millimeter used, but we've still got a lot to go. So I don't think I'll have this finished by the end of the year, just because I don't wear it every time. But nonetheless, I'm getting good use out of it. Otherwise, it would just be sitting and rotting. Bobbi Brown Cream Shadow is what I have on my eyes today. Very nice, very subtle, and that's why I like it. It's kind of given color to my face without being a full-on eyeshadow, and that's why I like it. And I do find from since when I first put it on to now, it has faded a little bit. I felt like it was a little bit stronger when I first put it on, but this is in the shade Taupe, and she's messed up. When I was putting this in the project, was rolling it up to measure it, and I dropped it. And it has had not one, but 2 surgeries. Oh, it's going back down. Oh, see? It doesn't want to go back down. But I'm not throwing it out. That is like, oh, this is very stressful every time. But I'm committed. I'm committed to the project. So it has not really stuck to anything. So I've got to like push it down. It's really bad. But once I get through this little nub, I think it'll be a bit easier. So I have measured it because I told you I'm committed. But I'm going in hard because I want to use this. It's my baby. I've used about 1 millimeter. So I'm pretty consistent in all my uses of everything that I use is about 1 millimeter a month. It's going to take me a lifetime to finish all these products, but it's okay. We will persevere. This is the NYX Lingerie in Cashmere Silk. This is the old range that got deranged. Then they brought out the new ones, but these were better. So I still have it. They're like soft, muted brownie colors. They're delicious. I have 2. The other one I had in my project pan last year. This one, I'm pretty sure I didn't have this one in. It feels a lot fuller. So this was 24.06 last update. Now at exactly 24. So it looks like I've used this once or twice, including today. But this is the same idea with my lipstick, I don't go too full on. I kind of dab it. I don't do too much. I find that softer look looks better with this product than going full on. I haven't finished a concealer, but I'm adding in a concealer because I really want to finish this. I had this in my everyday makeup drawer last month, and I found myself using it a lot, and I don't think I have a lot left, and I would really like to focus on finishing it. Like if I try and open the window here, I don't think I have much in there. So I'm gonna add this in. This is the Tom Ford Emotion Proof Concealer in the shade 2 Buff. It's a great color match for me. It's like a medium coverage. It's a really good everyday concealer for me. I don't think it's anything special. I wouldn't recommend buying it for the price. So I thought this would be a perfect project pan product. Say that 10 times. My starting weight for this is 22.81 grams with a goal of finishing it. And then the rest are visual things. They're not weights and they're not measurements. So let's have a look at my D-Bronzi. I don't know, man. What am I doing with this? Why is it in here? I think I'm at the same point as last time. I know I've used it because I was trying to warm up my foundation because I'm feeling like this is too pink for me right now. There's a lot of air in here, so I find it really hard to measure. Like, is this only a couple of pumps away from being empty? I don't know. Is there a ton of product? I don't know. All I know is that there's definitely at least, look, it kind of looks like it's at the same point. My Maybelline Perfector, I was right. I said I haven't been using it through summer because I'm too oily, I'm too glowy already. I've been using it since I haven't been oily and glowy. I've been pairing it with my RMS. They're the perfect pair. Oh my god, these make my skin look incredible because this is the nice amount of soft glow, and then this is kind of like a natural finish. This is the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1 Glow. I have the shade 00 Fair Light, and here is my update. I've been really using it. I'm so proud of myself because I was doing pretty pitiful there, and now I'm down to here. So if I keep it at that rate, we're looking at 2 to 3 months, but I'm really trying to pump through it through winter. My goal is to have this finished before winter, so that's August. I've got 2 months. I've got 2 months until I can finish this. My Kaleidos Contour Palette. I have been using this a bit more since I finished some other products that I haven't mentioned yet. So we've got the bronzer, the contour, and the powder, and I feel like I'm going to hit pan on the powder soon. There's quite a bit of a dip. You can kind of see it up here. There's a bit of a dip. And I've been using the contour, and I've been using they're beautiful products, absolutely beautiful products. I do love them. And I found that I've been using a bit more. I feel like this bronzer is going to last a lifetime. They're all very finely milled, so I feel like it's going to last a lot. This powder I'm going to finish first because it's a small amount of powder, but powder goes over your whole face. So I feel like I could definitely finish this. My Mercier corrector, she hasn't been used that much. I'll have a visual of photos, but I think I've maybe used this 2 or 3 times, and you use such a minimal amount. I can't imagine there's going to be much visual difference compared to last month. BareMinerals Bounce and Blur Blush in Blurred Buff, one of my favorites. She's a classic. So this is my second blush today. So still everything's very soft, but I did find that one other one disappeared when I put powder on, and this is its replace. And then I put this over the top just subtly. I still haven't hit pan. We're on to the last part, which is fragrance and my DIY palette. Oh, why is this not in here? I've not written it down. Hold on. I think because I only brought it in last month and I had written it down, but I have basically, like, I would say 2 millimeters used. And this is an estimate, but I have opened it and had a look, and it's pretty low. I even tried to scrape the sides with my little baby spatula, but it was a bit difficult because it's a square. But I did try, so I've scraped down some of the sides to bring that product down. I think that I can finish this in maybe 2 months. I'm trying to go hard because, like I said, this is glowy, it's winter. There's a few products I want to finish in winter, so then we can bring some more spring and summery products in, because like I said, my skin's just totally different in the different seasons. But I think I'm doing well with that, and I have been adding the D-Bronzi because I feel like I'm not a Mont Blanc anymore. I think you girls are DeVille. I think I might be a DeVille. Let's go into my DIY palette. I finished 2 products. So that means we have other products in. But I finished my Nars Soft Velvet Pressed Powder. You'll be able to see in the update, there wasn't a lot left. I finished it. And what I did, because it was a powder, I kind of crushed it. Once it was the tiniest bit left, I crushed it and then just went in like a loose powder. I didn't repress it. I just kind of went in that way. And that worked perfectly well. So that is done. Got to put that in my end of year empties. I do end of year makeup empties, how much makeup I've used in a year. So I'm excited to have these out. And then I finished my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This was old, it's finished. Same idea, I didn't repress it. I just, because of the ridges, it really evenly went down. So I didn't feel like it just stayed in the edges. I really got to use it all the way to the end, and then when it crumbled a little bit, I just kind of went in lightly, and it was really good. So I finished 2 powder products. I actually finished those a while ago too, so that's why I've been using a different powder, and I used this bronzer a little bit more because I wasn't focusing on those other 2 as much. Here's what my palette looks like now. It actually looks better in my opinion. I've cleaned it. Yes, this is what it looks like cleaned. I've tried. I need to get some eucalyptus oil on it, but this is what it looks like now. So what is new is that there's no powder in here anymore. I've put in one big bronzer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in Fair. Now I've put this in here because A, I've hit pan, and B, it's winter and this is too light for me in summer. I have bought the medium refill. So the medium refill is in the actual case, and this will be my focus for the next 2 months. I don't know if I'm going to finish it in 2 months, but I'll definitely give it a hot shot. I will. And I'm pretty excited. I think this looks like a really nice cohesive palette. I like to have a full face palette because my Project Pan products tend to be my everyday makeup products. I have my everyday makeup drawer, but this is like, I just need to quickly get out of the house. This is what I use. So we've got the bronzer now. We've got the highlighter, which I have been using. I think there's starting to be a little bit of wear just here, but I don't wear highlighter every day. And if I do, it's literally the tiniest amount. So I have worn this on my eyes as well, but I don't anticipate this to be a quick in and out product. My blush is starting to get a real dip in it, which I'm pretty happy to see. This is the Chantecaille Cheek Shade in Emotion, and you're starting to see the wear on the embossing. I think it was a bumblebee, and we've got a little dip now. Can you see that little dip? This is the most beautiful blush in the whole wide world. Then we have these 2 eyeshadows here. I don't think I hit pan in the last update, so I think this is new. This is the shade Sesame. I'm pretty sure I had not hit pan. So this is Sesame where I've hit pan. This is just obviously because it's a nice bone color, perfect for every day, and I love it. It's really good quality. And then I also have Coriander, which is a little bit more cool tone, so I don't use it as much, but we do have a little dip in there as well. And then lastly, I have my eyeshadows. I don't see a huge difference. I've probably worn this one the most. They're from the ColourPop Birds of a Feather. I I feel like that's what it was called. It was like a purple palette. Anyway, these are the 3 that I depotted from them. This is a beautiful champagne topper. I probably use this one the most, just as a topper. Sometimes maybe just a bit of bronzer. Then I have this beautiful warm shade, which pairs really nicely with my blush. And then I have this one, which I probably use the least, but it pairs well with that Chantecaille single because it's got a nice purple gold mauvey reflect. So that's my little palette. And then the last product that I'm adding in, no, I've still got a perfume, sorry. My last product that I'm adding in for makeup is the Tatcha Silk Powder. I had this in my everyday makeup drawer. Hold on, I'm gonna measure this. I just realized I didn't measure it. So if I just had to guess, it's a hard one because sometimes the powder comes, yeah, a little bit's in there. But it's really nice and easy. It's a perfect everyday powder. It's not like a going out baking powder. This is where I'm at now. I think I did measure it, but I think even the visual is sufficient because we can see it. Yeah, so I'm going to try and finish this definitely by the end of the year. I only use a little bit of powder. I don't go too heavy, but this is that perfect everyday powder that I think I will enjoy using. And then lastly, I thought my perfumes were random 2 mils. So I have all these random 2 mils. Did I add these in? Because in my book, I'll have to check the video from last year. You know what I can do? Thanks so much. I don't actually want to... Oh, I remember what I did. Okay, so 2 updates ago, I had the Dead Cool travel set. I remember now. And I finished everything but the milk. Because I'm thinking, where are they? They should be here because I had it in my book. Like, where's my Dead Cool travel set? And I only had one here because I finished all the other ones and I only had milk left. And I said, I'll finish that. And I did. I finished that. But then I got a whole bunch of other 2 mils for last update. So I didn't write it in the book, like the foundation. So that's my bad. Finished all... No, I didn't finish all of them. There you go. I finished most of them, but I will finish them. 2 of them have like a couple of sprays left. So I have the Vireo Witchy Woo. I actually really like this. Upon first scent, I didn't like it, but I quite like this. It's like a fruity, woody, kind of an all-round spicy, very wintry, but a feminine wintry. Very nice. When I first smelled this fragrance in store, I thought it was, did not like it. When I put this on my skin, it's Comme des Garçons Zero. I now want to buy it. It's become one of my most favorite fragrances ever. It is a molecular woody rose. Very nice. It's supposed to be a minimal, I looked it up. It's supposed to be a very minimalistic fragrance. Please try this, but not on the paper. Try this on your skin. Absolutely to die for. Something that has been added to my wish list that I certainly don't need to be adding. Good Lord. Sometimes I get annoyed when I fall in love with a fragrance because I'm like, well, I can't afford it. Why do you love it so much? Wilhelm Parfumerie Sparkling Joe. That's a miss for me. I don't even have words. I did not like it, but I do love Wilhelm. Room 1015 Sonic Flower. This was alright. It was nice. I quite liked it. It was nice and light. Date Night from Your Bliss Perfumes, which is an Australian indie brand. Did not like it at all. And then from V8... Map of the Heart V8 in Abundance. Didn't love this either. Very smoky. And then the 2 that I haven't finished. Bastide Vivine de Sud. I'm already wearing Taupe today, but Taupe is pretty light. It doesn't last. So let's put this on. There's another one done. There was only a little bit left. That smells like lemon balm. Oh, that's good. So Bastide is at Mecca as well. And then the last one that I haven't finished because a little goes a long way is Wilhelm Smoke Show. This is very smoky. I do like it, but not for every day. This is like a bit of a heavier smoky fragrance. So I'll pop that one back, but I will finish it because I've probably got 1 to 2 uses left of that one. What I'm replacing it with is a 10 mil. I was like, you know what? I need a break from the 2 mils. Mix it up. I have bought a second one of these because my anxiety was like, cannot be without. I actually think I bought it in a trio set. I bought the Kayali trio set, travel set, and ended up being so cheap in their end of financial year sale. Or maybe it was like Cyber Monday. Yes, it was a Black Friday sale last year. It ended up being so cheap. I was basically getting this for free. So I was like, okay. So this one I bought myself, and then I got another one in the trio with vanilla and juicy apple, I believe. So I'm going to finish this one. It's winter, one of my favorite fragrances, and I don't have to have anxiety because I have another one. This is the Kayali Love Fest Burning Cherry 48. This for me is my favorite cherry fragrance. I do like Lost Cherry a lot, but this has that wintry depth to it that I love. Vanilla. It's a smoky vanilla cherry. Oh, it's like crack. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.